Now, do we have a couple out here that's in love this evening? Anybody in love? You guys, come on. Give them some encouragement. Come on, step over here. Step right here. Step right here. Okay, gotta get you over the sandbag. There we go. All right. All right, let's meet you guys. What's your name?
Bruce.
Bruce, where are you from?
Tampa.
Tampa? You seem proud of that.
Lutz, North Tampa.
From Lutz? So this is new, running water and lights and stuff?
We still go out back to the well and the outhouse.
And what do you do?
Nothing, I'm retired.
Oh, lucky guy. I tried that once. It didn't work for me. And what's your name?
Kelly.
Kelly. And you're from Lutz too?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, it's required.
Yeah. Are you guys married?
Yes.
How many
23
years?
23.
23 years. My parents were married for 55 years. And my dad woke up in the morning, tapped mom on the shoulder, says, "Honey, what do you want to do today?" And she'd say,
Kill you.
after so many years. Now, a lot of people ask me and Ruby, how do you stay together? We've been together 18 years now. She's been my assistant. And thank you. Our anniversary was last week, actually. Been married 13 years. And people in show business, they get married and divorced rather quickly. So some of my friends ask, Pete, how do you do it? How do you stay together so long? I said, 2 rules. Rule 1, I make the money, she spends the money. 90% of divorce is over money. Don't have that argument, out the window. Rule 2, date night. Once a week, we go out on a date. I go Tuesday, she goes Friday. Now, I want you guys to check this string out. Go ahead and pull on that.
Yep, that's a string.
It's a string.
It's a string.
Now we'll give it a little tie here. I call this the string of burning desire. Now I'm going to stand in between you two guys. Just for a second. You have to step over just a little. Here. There we go. All righty. This is where Miss Ruby's whole job comes in. Miss Ruby's whole job is to light my fire. Here you go, hold this end. Whoa, hold this end. All right, Miss Ruby, do your thing. Only in America can you get a job flicking a bill. Take 2 people burning with desire. Add saliva. Oh, God.
I'm alarmed.
And the 2 become 1.
Wow.
Give them a hand for helping us. And this wonderful piece of string is yours. I spared no expense on the souvenirs.
Yeah.
You can keep this big
All right, I need to borrow a finger ring from someone. Anybody out there have a finger ring that we could borrow? Do you have one? Yep. Would you join us? Come on, give them some encouragement. Step right over here.
Thank you.
Let's meet another contestant on Get Your Own Stuff Back. So pull off your ring.
All right.
Is that a wedding ring by any chance?
Passed, yes.
Pass? Well, we won't get into that. Okay. We'll stay happy. You know the 3 rings of marriage?
I should, but I can't.
Okay, 1, engagement ring. 2nd, wedding ring. 3rd, suffer ring. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's your name?
I do know those.
Ross? And where are you from?
I'm also from Luke's.
You're also from Luke.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's where I live.
No, I'm just sorry. I'm just kidding.
You could live there too.
Oh, I worked there once for a gold dealer. It was something. Okay, so hold this up. Just like that. Everybody see his ring?
Yes.
Now I have here, see if I can find it in here, a set of keys. One of these keys I got as a gift from a colonel in the Air Force who was stationed at Area 51. It unlocks the fifth dimension. I'll show you what that means with these keys. And Ross, your ring. On the count of 3, I'm going to place it into the fifth dimension. 1, 2, 3. No, it's not floating up there. It's right here. Here, hold out your hand. Now, you can't see it or feel it, can you?
No.
But it's right there. I'm going to use my magic keys and pull it straight through. It's going to materialize before your eyes. In your face. Here we go. Yes, thank you, Ross. Give Ross a hand. For helping out. Alrighty, the next thing I got for you guys is a rope trick. Now, as you can see, these are 3 normal everyday ropes you can find in any bedroom. I keep mine in the sock drawer. Now, this one is a long one. This is a short one. This is a medium-sized one. Now, the reason I point that out is sometimes I play to people that have been drinking. I know you guys haven't, but they don't notice the difference. And then what I do next is even more pointless. But if I take the ropes, 1, 2, 3, you guys help me out. When I raise my hands, you guys say the magic word, stretcho, stretcho. Ready?
Ready?
Oh, that's excellent. They stretch. To be almost the same size. So of course, there's 1. Oh, thank you. You can applaud anytime. 2. I live for that. 3 ropes, almost the same size. Now I'm going to take 2 of them and tie them in a knot. And here goes the 3rd one. So you guys can see there's 3 ropes, almost the same size, tied onto each other. But if I take them like this, you guys help me out when I say when I raise my hands rather, say the magic words, shrinko, shrinko. Okay, ready? Shrinko, shrinko. Excellent. Because the ropes shrink. So that, of course, there's the short one tied on to the long one, which is tied on to the medium-sized rig. Alrighty. See if I can find my maple music. Here we go. Anybody out there believe in ESP? I don't mean the sports channel. I mean extrasensory perception. Anybody out there?
Yes.
You do? You do? Would you help us?
Absolutely.
Come on up. Give them some encouragement. All right, we're going to try to do a couple of things here. First off, I'm going to have Miss Ruby choose a card. Go ahead, take one. Okay, perfect. And then for you, I am simply going to have you touch a card. Okay? So we'll mix them up a little bit. And can change your mind if you like. You can go for any spot. Right there. Is that acceptable? Sure. You want to go for this one?
No.
I'm asking you a lot of questions because here's what I'll take it. I want you to be sure. Okay? Now what I'd like you to do is look at the card, okay, and then stab it into the pack. Okay? But don't push it all the way in, okay? Because where you place it is also very important. Go ahead, put it in there. Okay, do you want to move it up or down?
No.
No? All right, Miss Ruby, tell them what card you picked.
King of Diamonds.
Let's see, she's always right. Yes. King of Diamonds. Now, before we started, Miss Ruby chose a card from the pack. What would you say if it was the only other red king in the pack? King of Diamonds. Wow. Now, take it a step further. I asked him to stab the card into the pack, and where you placed it was important. What would you say if it was stabbed around the other people? I wouldn't play poker with it. I always want to play poker with me, just not against me. Now I'm going to take it a step further. Okay, would you step over here? Now I'm simply going to have you look at a card. I'm going to spread as many cards as I can out here so you get a good view. Much a good view of a bunch of cards. All right, you guys see a bunch of cards? Yeah. Okay, I simply want you to look at a card. You have one in mind? Mm-hmm. All right, hold out your hand. Your card was a black card, is that true?
That's correct.
And it was a club, is that true?
No.
No, it wasn't a club. Okay, what was your card? Yeah.
4 spades.
The 4 of spades. That's interesting. I don't see a 4 of spades. You do?
I do not.
What would you say if this card was the 4 of spades?
I'd be impressed.
Be impressed? Well, be impressed because... Wow. 4 of spades. Now, hang on. I'm going to do something else with the 4 of spades. I'm going to make it vanish from the pack. Okay? So, all I have to do is this. Did you see it go? You did it? Well, let's see. Go ahead, look through the pack and see if you see the 4 of spades. See it in there? We're close. No? Let's see. How about see it there? No? Take a look again. Here, take a look again. I had to have somebody. Give them some. Again, for having fun with us. Thank you so much. All right, I got something that I've been doing pretty new here. We've been doing this year. It's an old classic. Who would like to help me for this trick? Would you? Come on up. Tell everybody your name.
Caitlin.
Okay. Ruby's giving me secret messages behind the curtain. Sorry about that. And so where do you go to school?
Sun Lake Academy.
Sun Lake Academy? And do you know what you want to do when you grow up?
Be a doctor or an actress.
A doctor or an actress? Wow. So maybe you could be an actress that's a doctor. Be on General Hospital or something, right?
The musical doctor.
So here's what we're going to have you do. I am just going to run my finger down the cards like this. I want you to say stop, okay? Whenever you feel like it. Right there? All right, take the card. Okay? Got it? All righty. Now, show it to everyone. Okay? Here's what we're going to do with it. You have it. I'm going to tear it up. All right, and I'm going to give you one of the pieces. Okay? You hold on to that piece, just like that. And then pick up the handkerchief over here. Okay? See anything in the handkerchief? Okay? I'm going to use it as a little bag. Like this. And we're going to take the pieces and place them inside. Okay? Here, wave your hand over it. Help me with some magic. That's good. She's going to be a good assistant. Good. Watch my hands. Now, I'm going to place them over the cards over here. We're going to place them over the cards, and I'm going to cause the fibers to go into the deck like this. Okay? And now we're going to transfer that over here. Now, let's make sure. Look, we're going to take this apart. Okay? Let's match up your piece. Does that match?
Oh my God.
Give her a hand for helping us out. Now I have something else that I'm resurrecting from our days at Skull Kingdom. Anybody out here believe in ghosts?
Oh yeah.
You believe in ghosts? People, a lot of young ones. Night, walking, and it was, oh boy, it was about 3 in the morning, and it was very, very spooky. We were walking down the street, and this, I don't know, Ruby started yelling at someone on the street, and evidently this ghost got upset, and the drink in her hand flew across the street. And it's not like her hand moved, or she could toss the thing. It literally flew out of her hand. Another time we were in another very haunted place besides New Orleans is the Catskill Mountains. I don't know if you guys ever been there, but it's really, really haunted. That's where they wrote some stories like Rip Van Winkle. You guys heard of that? Or Sleepy Hollow, the legend of Sleepy Hollow. You guys remember that? Well, I found this table up there in New York, and it has some very special properties, which I'm going to share with you guys right now. There's I would say that there's a ghost living in this table, which is something else. But I'm going to demonstrate it for you guys right now. Spirits, come to the table. Spirits, come to the table. Sometimes they're shy. back. There we go. All right, spirits, calm down. Calm down. Now, a lot of people think that it's something in the cloth that does this. So I'm going to try to do it with just my bare hands. Spirits, come to the table. The floating table, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the next effect I'm going to show for you guys, this is probably the hardest trick I know. It looks pretty simple. It's just a glass. But there was my master's master, the professor, came up with this trick in 1920. And as far as I know, there's only 2 magicians that do this trick. And I happen to be one of them. So here we go. And this also, this ruby gave me effect. Watch as I produce a coin. Here we go, number 2. Number 3. Thanks. And I can make this one guy clap. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Number 4.
Y'all ready for this?
One more. Now we have 5 coins. Take the glass. I'm going to push this coin into my muscle. It's going to go down my arm into the glass. Here goes the next one. Thank you. Yes, I know. Trust me, I'm not doing it for the money. This one goes in the top of the shoulder. Number 4, around the back. Number 5, in the air. So of course, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. Now we'll send them back. Number 2. That leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves me with 1, 2 coins. The last one gets a little tougher. Now that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers in the thumb. That's what makes us different from the animals. It also gives us 5 spots. Now the next coin effect I have for you guys was from 1996. Anybody remember 1996? Yeah? Well, there was a fella named Chris Kenner that works for David Copperfield. David Copperfield has a lot of inventors that work for him, and he's one of his main consultants. And this was a trick that he came up with in 1996. And it uses 3 rather large coins. And what we're going to do is make them move from hand to hand, but I will do it magically. Watch. Now you'll see that I'll take this one from over here and we'll make it go from over here to over here. Ready? If it in slow motion, it would just jump right across. But here, I'll send it back. Okay. We'll flip that one in the air and catch it right here. Now that was the 1996 version of that trick. Now fast forward to 2016. Today. This is the different version of that effect. Do you see the coin right here? Just cover the hand. Rub. So here's 1. Here's 2. How about if I make them go back? Once again, 1 coin, 2 coins, how about 3 coins? I'm going to take them one at a time and put them into the fist like this. And I will use the other one as a little magic wand to make it go back. I'll put it in the fist. Wave the coin over the hand. Ooh. I'm down to 1. 1 coin.
Wow.
Good. We'll grab it once again. So of course I know that you saw 1, 2, 3 silver coins. But how about if I just make them go and then grab them and change them into Chinese coins? So once again, I'll put them in the fist one at a time. There goes 1. There goes 2. There goes 3 in the fist. If I just wave the hand, you see, it goes. Thank you very much. Oh, I want that there. All right. Here we go. This is one of my favorite things to see in a magic show. It's called card manipulation. Now I'm going to do something I like to do is we're going to shrink the card. Make people smaller. Yes, I like this just as much as you do. That's why I'm doing it. Here, I'll do it again. Once again. Tidier. Who knew, right? What? Let me come back. This is my favorite one right here. My friend Tony Clark used to do this every time. Watch, we'll make them come back one at a time. Thank you very much. All righty, now we're going to have some real fun. You can kill it. This is my favorite form of magic, close-up magic. So for the next few minutes, I'd like somebody to sit right here, grab their chair and sit right here. Who would like to do that? Let's see. How about you? Would you come join us? Right up here? There you go. Can you write your name? You can write your name? How old are you? 6? Wow, that's great. 'Cause that's about when I saw my first magic show. I was 6 years old. And I started doing magic then. And I guess I got bit by the virus back then. And it hasn't left me. So I still do this. Oh! Yeah, here. What's that look like? A tiny cup? Isn't that how a 6-year-old thinks a tiny cup? Well, people use this for drinking. It's called a shot glass. And only people that get to drink while they work are bartenders and magicians. So when I'm done drinking, I really, really hate washing the dishes, so I just Now we're going to do a little card trick for you. This is why I say it's little. Now, I have some friends that I like to play cards with. One of them is Jimmy Joe Jim Bob. Jimmy Joe Jim Bob is from Arkansas. Have anybody ever been here been to Arkansas? Yeah, you've been to Arkansas? Well, my friend Jimmy Joe, one time he got caught smuggling books into Arkansas. He got off on a technicality. Nobody could prove they were books. Well, as I said, he and I like to play poker a lot. And at one point, Jimmy Joe was misdiagnosed by a doctor that he had some type of cancer, and he was pretty flabbergasted. So he asked the doctor, he says, "Doc, what should I do?" He says, "You got about 6 months to live." He says, "What should I do?" He said, "You should go to South Georgia and marry a widowed pig farmer with 10 children." He said, "Will that make me live longer?" He said, "No, but it sure the heck feel like it." So for this one, we're going to use some aces. Anybody here ever like to go to Las Vegas? Yeah, you like to go to Vegas? I like to go to Vegas to visit my money. I like to do magic when I'm there too. I'll take a quarter, put it in a slot machine and turn it into 200 bucks. Then I'll take that 200 bucks and turn it back into a quarter. So there's 3. We have one last one. 4. 4 aces. Not only that, I happen to put the cards back into complete deck order.
Wow.
Now, here's where the fun comes in. Remember I asked you if you could write your name on it? I want you to write your name on all 4 aces, okay? Can you do that for us? Ooh, we're gonna be a while. That's okay. Write it as big as you can. Do it, yeah, like a piece of paper. Perfect. And where do you go to school, Tyler?
That's why.
You got 2 more.
We live out of state. So nobody
Out of
knows
state?
that.
Where at?
Colorado.
In Colorado? Well, they're doing pretty good because the boy can write his name. Florida. Excellent, excellent. Very good. Give him a hand for. Now, as I said, me and my friend like to play poker. This is something that's very useful in poker. It's called the invisible palm. And you saw a demonstration of it when I was manipulating the cards. But it's useful in gambling too, I'll show you. Here's the ace of spades, the ace of hearts. Can you guys see it on the screen, okay? The ace of clubs, and last but not least, the ace of diamonds. Put these 3 over here. And you can see I have the ace of spades. It's the one with the magician on it. In the middle. Little trivia fact for you guys in Magic Land. Okay, so here goes the first ace. I'm going to place, let's see, the ace of hearts right here into the invisible palm. Can you guys see it?
No. Yeah.
No?
No.
You guys don't see it?
No?
I'm hiding it pretty good, huh? Yeah. Let's see if I just put it right down. Now that leaves me over here with the ace of diamonds and the ace of clubs. So we got the ace of spades and the ace of hearts. Here goes the next one. My favorite, the ace of diamonds. Looks good, doesn't it? Watch if I just that leaves me with the ace of clubs, the ace of clubs. So over here we have the ace of spades, the ace of hearts, and the ace of diamonds. Okay. The last one goes in a little X right here on the table. Of course, nothing happens when I do this until I say the magic words. Sim salabim. Really, it's gone. I'll grab it from the air. Now, me and Jimmy Joe used to like to play poker, and one of the crazy games of poker that we would play was called Lafayette Poker. It would change the odds because they only used 4 cards in the game instead of 5, much like wild card changes the odds of a game of poker. Nick would know a lot about that, I'm sure. So we're going to use the 4 aces. I'm going to give each of my friends an ace. And we'll put on down here, let's see, 4, 8, 12. So I'm going to place 3 cards on top of each ace, just like this. And for the magicians in the crowd, this is McDonald's aces without the McDonald's. 3 there, and last but not least, 3 here. Now this time, instead of me using the invisible palm to do this, I'm going to use a shadow to steal the cards. Watch as I steal the card with the shadow. Right here. Oh, thank you. You can applaud any time. And it ends up in my hand. We'll do it again. I'm going to steal the next ace, just using the shadow. Not bad, a pair of keys. I picked up his ace. Now I know that you guys didn't see those 2 because they were face down. So the last one, I'm going to do it face up. Watch the ace of clubs, as I just cover it. And of course, we have 1, 2,
Your hat.
4. I gotta get the camera lower next to here. And of course, where do you think the ace is? Now, one night, Jimmy Joe, Jim Bob, and I were sitting at the Stardust Casino in Las Vegas. We had won $50,000 playing poker. So we were sitting there, it was very late. It was so late that there was on television 2 white guys boxing on ESPN. That's how late it was. So I'm gonna take the aces like this. So we were sitting at the bar and I told him, I tell you what, I bet you I can take the aces that you signed, place them in the deck, and, oh, thanks. Can they see it? Okay. And pull them from my pockets. Would you guys like to see that?
Yeah.
And he was, you know, he was in a good mood since we were rich that night, and he took the bet. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. The same thing. Did you see it go?
No.
You didn't see it go? No. That's a good thing, because it went. Number one, the Ace of Hearts.
Wow.
Number two. Number two is going to go up the sleeve here, across into this pocket. Number two. The Ace of Spades. Number three gets more difficult. Did you see it go?
No.
It happened again. Went up and over into this pocket. Number three, the Ace. Oh, last but not least, number four. Did you see it go?
No.
It happened again. It went straight up the sleeve, across into this pocket. Let's see, what's the last one?
Clubs.
The Ace of Clubs. Now, Joe said that's pretty good. I said, I bet you double or nothing, I can do the same thing, but this time, I will give you the cards. I'm going to give them to Tyler. Can you hold those? Okay. Watch. Here goes the first one. Ace of Clubs. Here goes the next one. The Ace of Hearts. Here, number three. The Ace of Spades. Last but not least, over here. The Ace of Now, I'm going to take these cards, and what we're going to do, I'm going to pass these out along the front row here, okay? So, there was a gentleman named Hofsinger, used to do a magic show in Europe, in up and down the Danube in the 1840s. At the time, many of his colleagues were doing shows with dancing girls and large animals, and he was doing a show with cards. So, here you go, Nick. Why don't you put yours in first? This was the trick that he would end on. I'm doing this just for you. Number one. And let's see, you have one? Okay. Perfect. That's number two. Okay. And you give them another little mix. And of course, number three. Okay. Oh, we got a pen. And of course, number four. Where? Right there? Perfect. And where do you? Right here? Now, the first one that was selected, I'm going to make it jump out of the pack and do a double somersault on it. There's one. Yeah. There's two.
Oh, man.
Now, for the last two, we'll go a little further.
Your hat.
Ah. Yes. We'll get the camera worked out next year. There's two left. Here we go. Thank you very much. That's an excerpt from my Magic Castle show. I'm going to leave you before I stop the close-up. I'm going to do one more trick for you guys. It's one of my favorites in close-up. It's a coin trick. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Did anybody see us on Fox this week? Anybody raise your hand if you saw us on Fox? I did this trick on Fox. So we're going to do it right here. This is called teleportation. Magicians have done this for over 4,000 years with no machine. Livestock and coin. Sit. There we go. 4 coins, 2 hands. If you toss them, no big deal, but if I pull one straight through, that's where the magic starts. Watch, this one goes over here. I'll do it really slow. This usually calls this one the silencer. This one goes over here across the hands.
Wow.
Here goes the last one. Now, I'm going to do a trick for you guys that I invented. I don't invent a lot of effects, but this is one that I worked out with a friend of mine, Dean Dill. So it's a penetration effect, and we're going to use 2 9s and to penetrate them a Kennedy.
Can't
Okay.
see. Can't see.
Yep. I'll sit here. Here we go. Penetration effect. Actually, this is one of Nick's favorite tricks, I think. Here we go. Ready? It goes, penetrates right through the...
Yeah.
Here goes the next one. It'll hypnotize you as it goes back and forth. Hypnotizing and hypnotizing you. You're getting sleepy. 3, 2, 1. You don't see the coin. It's not there.
Wow.
Now for the last one. Instead of me just pulling it straight through and placing it over here, how about if we do something just as amazing? It's called time travel. As we go back in time, yep, to the 4 coins and the 2 cards. But what I don't get is where does this come from? 6 hours in fucking with it. I was disappointed because it wasn't chocolate. That was the close-up portion. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you. That makes it easy.
All righty. Let's see. Yes. All right, now comes the part of the show where I need to borrow a $100 bill. A 50, a 20, a 10, English pounds, French francs. And you get to double your money. You have something? What do you got? Sweet, he wins. Give him some encouragement. Oh, come on. You got to bring him, though.
He's got it.
Him?
Yeah,
You got
you
to
do.
give him some encouragement. Okay. that's okay.
That's all right.
That's all right.
I'll take.
Do you feel lucky? Maybe he's going to bring you some lunch.
Okay.
All right. Because at the end of this, what I'm going to do is put your 100 in an envelope. We're going to eliminate it. And if you're left with the last envelope with your 100, guess what? I give you $100. How's that sound?
That's good. That's not mine.
It's not yours.
That's not mine.
It's his.
Whose is it? His? Okay. Then we'll try this again. So, we're going to eliminate some envelopes. We're going to put this in an envelope. You're going to eliminate them one at a time. And if you're left with the last one with this, you get another $100. How's that sound? Good. Enthusiasm. All right, here, since you got the 100, write your name across the $100 bill, right across Ben Franklin's face.
Take you to a black eye.
Gave him a black eye.
Yeah.
All right, and for you, I've got a new deck of cards here. Okay, they're brand new. Pick one out with a number. Okay, and then go ahead, take it and write your name on it in big letters. Give it. Okay, hold up your 100 so everybody can see it. Okay, and hold up your card so everybody can see that. Okay. Very good, excellent. You're a natural. So I want you to place your card into the pack. Okay, and we'll leave those over here by the envelope. Now, here comes the part where we will put your 100 in one of these envelopes. And then we're going to eliminate them. And I'm going to put little pieces of paper in the other envelopes. Okay, this is done to confuse you. It shouldn't be too hard. Where do you go to school? Where is that? In Lutz. Excellent. We got Lutz in the house. All right, I have put a piece of paper in here and sealed it. I'm going to give that to you. And are you from Lutz too?
I'm from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
Yay! What town?
Leola.
Leola? I think I was there once. It was closed. Yep, Miss Ruby's from up that area. Hershey and all that.
Maybe they brought some pretzels.
All right, envelope 2. I used my finest French method. Number 2. Number 3. Okay. And last but not least, number 4. We'll fold it up to be like one of the pieces of paper. Put that in. All right. So go ahead, take the magic marker right there, and before we do that, I need you to mix them up. So put them behind your back and mix up the envelopes, but don't change their order. I'm just kidding. I'm just going to mix them up. Go ahead and write your write numbers on each one on the other side. So on this side. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and hold those up. Hold those up so everybody, here, let me get the pen, because that's how I got it. Okay. All right, show him up so he can see, okay?
Right there.
Perfect. Everybody see him? Yeah. All right. Now, your job is going to be to tell us which one of those envelopes does not contain your $100 bill. Which one? Show. Which one? Number one. He chose number one. No. We're going to take the paper shredder of death.
Oh!
I got your attention now.
It's a
All right,
lot
we
of
got
allowance.
three left. Which one do you think does not contain your $100 bill?
No.
Oh, which one? Number 4. Goes over to the paper shredder. We got 2 left, 2 and 3. Which one do you think does not contain your $100 bill? Which one? Just give me one. 3. Over to the paper shredder of death. Now we have 1 left. Number 2. Now when I open this and his 100 is in here, will you guys all scream and clap?
Okay. If.
Maybe even give a standing ovation. Okay, here. Rip it on down. Let's find out. Hold out your hand. Let's see what's in there.
Oh.
Bummer. Ruby, start the card. You know, this is the first time this has happened again. I know what to do. Here, I know exactly what to do. Now, do you have a bank? Do you have a bank? You go to the bank? No, you don't have a bank account at 6 years old?
I do.
You do have a bank account?
Yay.
Where's your bank?
I don't know.
You know where his bank is? Which one?
Daddy's.
Fifth Third Bank. They couldn't make up their mind on the numbers. My 5th or 3rd? I don't know. 5th Third. So, here's what you do. You take this to the 5th Third Bank. Ask for the manager. Tell him that you came to the Magic Emporium and saw Dr. Peter Love Diamond, where he shredded your $100 bill while you and your friends laughed. And give him this, and I made it pointy so when he tells you what to do with it. Now here, it's just a joke. I tell you what, we're gonna do a $100 card trick instead, okay? Here we go, $100 card trick. Now, have you guys have seen club jugglers, right? Maybe fire jugglers, possibly even chainsaw jugglers. But I bet you've never seen a card juggler, so here goes. That's your card? Wow. Right. Here, we'll do it again. Looks good, huh? No. Here, I'll keep doing this till you like it. It comes straight up to the top. Just like that. Yeah, this time, we're gonna have you do it, okay, Kevin? It's not on the top, not on the bottom. All right, all you have to do is pick up half. Yes, cut them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, put those on top there. Take the top one, put it underneath. We call that burning a card. Then wave your hand over the cards and say the nice magic word, simsalabim.
Simsalabim.
Excellent. Now, if he turns that over, you guys gonna give him some applause?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't even touched him, right? Go ahead, turn over the top card. Magician. One more time, I want you to give them a cut wherever you like. You can cut them thick, you can cut them thin. Good, yes. Put them together, there you go. Does your wife tell you you don't finish things? He didn't finish the. Hold on to this. All right, now I have to do the special effects. I'm from Hollywood, so it's required. Let's see if we can do that. Yes, the special effects. Wizard of Oz had a big effect on me. Now, if it's on top now, I haven't touched them again. That would be really great, wouldn't it? Twice in a row? Beats the odds, right?
It does.
Okay. Let's see.
Top card.
Yeah. Darn. I'm only human. What if it's in the wallet that he's holding?
Oh.
Not only that, how about in a zippered compartment? In there, another, guess what? Envelope. Sealed.
Shred it, shred it, shred it.
Now, if his card, his 100 are in this sealed envelope, will you guys give me a standing ovation? All right, here, rip it on down. Hang on. Ready for that 100, Pops. He's going to spend it in the magic store. Okay, it's easy to do, trust me. Go ahead, take your card out. Let's pull it out. Is that your card? We don't want to drop the 100. Here it goes. Let's verify that's your $100 bill. Show that. Yes, once again, you guys get to keep your card and your 100, so I spared no expense on the souvenirs. Give them another hand. Yes, you can gather those up after. They're free. More souvenirs. Well, come on, have a seat for a second. You can do that right after. I just want to leave you guys with a thought. People in this millennium are wrapped up in technology and how things work and why they are. They forget to see the magic that exists around each and every one of us. When you laugh, that's a magic moment. The identification, exaggeration, and timing are there that make you laugh. If one of those elements is missing, you're having a crappy day. You hear the funniest joke from your best friend, you won't laugh. The magic won't happen. If you listen to a piece of music, it touches your heart and brings a tear to your eye. That's a magic moment. When you fall in love with that special someone, that's the most magical moment of all. And that's why I do this, is to create those magic moments. So maybe you'll take a second out of your day to look and see the magic that exists around all of us. I'm Dr. Peter Love-Diamond. One last plug before I leave the show. On Friday and Saturday, we're at Diamond's Magic Island. It's in West Shore at the Crown Plaza. So come see us. We have guest stars. I always mix up the show a little bit. We do an hour of close-up. I have 50 close-up shows. And we do our parlor show, which I change up. Thank you very much. Yes, you guys can take all the cards.
Feel free to come up and meet our headliner, our featured entertainer, Mr. Peter Diamond. Take a picture. And if you're going to take a picture, maybe hashtag Magic Emporium, hashtag Masters. Have a great night.
Like it? Thank you.
Hey, you got all the cards. Mom, you got cards. Feel it.
Madison, you want to get your picture taken with the magician? Madison. Melody, Madison. Madison. Look at me, both of you. You want to get your picture taken up there?
Yeah.
Got my own pocket right here.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, more already. Yeah, more release. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Can you recycle the cans or really just go in the trash? Okay, just put it in the trash, which is over by the power.
Picture.
Kevin.
We get a picture of Oh, yeah, Gary.
Wait, Mommy.
I do, John.
So we got check. The front desk.
You mean for to do her trick?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he would.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we closed by directly. Very good. Yes.
Somebody put them in my pocket. Walk out the door. Get them right here so you can get in the car.
See what happens.
Wait, let's take it. Stay there.
Kevin. Hi.
Let's go.
Wow, it got it.